children! Are you ready for a story? Once upon a time in a hole under the roots of a very big fir tree, there lived a family of rabbits. Mr. and Mrs. Rabbit had 5 children, and they were all good children, all but one. His name was Peter, and he was the naughty one. One day, Mr. and Mrs. Rabbit said, "Children, we're going to the garden to gather some food. Don't do anything naughty while we're gone." And they named Peter to stay behind and look after the house. But Peter was not pleased with this task. "I want to go to the garden too," he thought. "Why should the others go and have fun and leave me behind?" So when Mr. and Mrs. Rabbit had gathered some food and were returning home, they found Peter missing. "Oh dear," said Mrs. Rabbit. "We must find Peter before it's dark. Come, Old Brown Eyes, we'll ask the field mouse if he's seen him." The field mouse lived in a hole in the hedge, and he told them he had seen Peter running towards Mr. McGregor's garden.
"Oh dear," said Mr. Rabbit. "That's a nasty place.
Full of danger for a little rabbit. We must hurry up if we're going to save him." So Mr. and Mrs. Rabbit hurried along the path that led to Mr. McGregor's garden. When they reached the gate, they stopped and looked around for Peter. Suddenly, they heard voices, and they saw Peter coming towards them. He was muddy and dusty from head to toe, and his fur was ripped and torn in several places. "Peter," cried his mother, "why did you go to Mr. McGregor's garden? Don't you know it's dangerous?" "I did," said Peter, "but I couldn't help myself. I heard the birds singing and the blackberries ripening, and I just had to go and see them. Then I met some friends, and we played, and before I knew it, it was getting dark." "Well, we must hurry back now," said his father. "It's getting dark." So the rabbits hurried home along the path. They didn't dare to go through the garden, because Mr. McGregor was still there, and he might catch them if they did. When they reached their hole, they were safe at last. Mrs. Rabbit mended Peter's clothes, and then she said, "Now, Peter, you've been very naughty today, and I'm very disappointed in you. You must learn not to disobey your parents and do things your own way. Otherwise, one of these days your adventures will end in a much worse way than this." "Yes, Mother," said Peter. "I won't disobey you again. In fact, I don't even want to go to the garden again. It's much nicer here with you." And Peter really meant it. He never wanted to go to the garden again. He learned his lesson well, and he lived happily ever after with his parents in the hole under the big fir tree. The end. Once upon a time, there were 3 little sisters who lived with their mother deep inside a dark and spooky forest. They had no father, and so one day the eldest sister said to the youngest, "Why don't you go into the forest and find us a father?" The youngest sister was very frightened, but she went out into the forest and soon met a handsome prince. "Would you like to be my father?" asked the prince. "Oh, yes," she replied, and they all lived happily ever after. The end.